Hello everyone and welcome to Miss International Australia, my press conference. So thank you so much everyone for being here. I just want to say a very big thank you. I see so many familiar faces and I'm so glad to be back here in the Philippines where everyone is so supportive for me in my journey. And you know, I really believe in redirection. So I'm so glad and honored to be standing here as your Miss International Australia for 2025.
Hey.
Thank you so much. I'll now open up the floor to any questions.
Hi.
Hi.
Well, can you tell us the thought process? What led to your journey to become the representative of Australia for Miss International?
Yes. Sure. So as you all know me, I first entered Miss Universe Philippines here, and where I met all of you. So I was grateful enough to place in the top 24. And you know, I was just resting for a bit, and then you know, by God's grace, I was asked to become one of the models for the Miss Queens of Australia pageants. And then we realized, me and my mom, that there was also Miss International, which has always been, you know, one of my greatest inspirations because of their promotion and advocacy for cultural understanding, which is something I want to do, I always do, and I want to do when I'm older. I want to become a diplomat when I'm older, so I think it's very perfect for me in my advocacy. And you know, by God's grace and everyone's support, I was able to become Miss International Australia. And I'm a proud Filipino Australian, and I'll be proudly representing my beautiful multicultural country on the Miss International this November 27th.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hello, Mimi. This is Mark from Miss International. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you so much also for being here.
Okay, how does it feel representing Australia after Miss International?
Yes, you know, it's such an honor to be representing Australia, my country. You know, I'm not only doing this for myself anymore, but I'm representing an entire nation and country. And Australia is one of the most multicultural countries in the world, the second most multicultural country actually in the entire world, with over 260 ethnicities. So I'll be proudly representing all of those different cultures, all of those different stories on the Miss International stage. And you know, I take this with great importance and responsibility, and I hope to be able to represent everyone to the best of my ability as I carry the sash of my country across my heart.
Speaking of culture, what aspect of Australian culture or values are you most proud to represent in culture or in Miss International?
Yeah, so as you all know, Australia is one of the most multicultural countries in the world. And something that I really want to be able to represent on that stage is an Australian term called mateship. And you know, that's showing, and it's kind of similar to the Filipino culture of kababayanship, where it shows that every single person is your country, in your country is also your family, it's your mate. So I really hope to be able to represent that and show that, you know, Australia has so many different cultures and we represent cultural understanding, you know. Differences shouldn't divide us, but rather should unite us, because it's actually the colors which paint the beautiful canvas of humanity. So I'll be proudly representing the multicultural Australia and value of mateship on the international stage. Thank you.
And then last piece, what are your big plans or strategy to make it stand out in Miss International?
Yes, so, you know, our pasabog term, we call it here. You know, I really just hope to be able to represent my best self. I've been preparing myself emotionally, mentally, and physically to be able to best represent myself on that Miss International stage. And I think the difference that I can bring to the Miss International stage really is my authenticity, who I am. No one else can be you. You are proudly and uniquely yourself. And I bring the stories of over 260 ethnicities and cultures of my country to the Miss International stage. So I've been very blessed and honored to be able to carry that, you know, and practice multicultural understanding ever since I was a small child. And you know, it's one of Miss International's main advocacies and purposes, and I've been living and breathing that my whole life, so I hope I can be able to bring that on stage. And also, I guess, something small would be my little Japanese that I've been practicing. So yeah, I've been practicing some ever since I was in year 7, practicing Japanese, learning anime. So yeah, I hope I can bring that also. But, you know, just being myself. And yeah, also, little secret, one of my evening gown dresses will represent myself. So I guess that's something that I hope to bring on the Miss International stage. Some words, okay, sure. こんばんは、皆さん。はじめまして。私はベルです。よろしくお願いします。Meaning, hello and good evening, everyone. My name is Dela Cruz, and I'm so honored to meet you all. Thank you so much. That's what it means, translation.
Hello, Bella. I'm Bella. My question is, what physical asset do you have that should make you win Miss International?
You know, a physical asset that of mine would, I guess, be, a lot of people have said, you know, would be my lips, because they're quite, they're nicely shaped. Some people have said same shape of Ann Curtis, but also metaphorically and symbolically, my lips and my voice that I'm able to carry onto that Miss International stage, both physically and metaphorically. I hope to use my voice and my platform to be able to, you know, promote my advocacy and inspire many people and, you know, show my purpose, who I am, my authenticity of being there. So I hope that myself and my voice will be there and will help me, you know, differentiate myself on stage. So that's one physical and also symbolic attribute of mine.
And last question. What is your greatest accomplishment in life you are most proud that you want to share with your fellow Miss International candidates?
You know, that's a really good question. One of the greatest moments of my life, I guess, recently would have to have been being crowned as your Miss International Australia, because, you know, it's definitely been one of my dreams, and I really believe in redirection. So I'm so grateful and honored, and having seen all of my family and friends, and even people from around the world, like you all cheering me online, I was really able to feel that wholehearted support, that I wasn't just representing myself anymore, but also my country and everyone around the world that's been supporting me. So yeah, that's one of my greatest achievements. Thank you.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you so much.
Hello, good evening, Bella.
Hi, it's a long time no see.
Yeah. Okay, so Bella, first of all, congratulations. And my question is, Miss International has been promoting and supporting United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. So which among the 17 SDGs do you want to highlight in your Miss International 2025 journey?
That's amazing question. Thank you so much, Adel. So as we all know, Miss International is a really big supporter of the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. And you know, as an economist, I work towards these every single day of my life and in my work inside and outside of work as well in my advocacies. I focus on 3 main advocacies, but I will focus on one specifically with my answer. So the first one will be the Sustainable Development Goal number 4, which is quality education, Sustainable Development Goal number 5, which is gender equality, and Sustainable Development Goal number 17, which is peace among nations. So I'll focus on mostly Sustainable Development Goal number 4, which is my advocacy, quality education. Let me know if you want me to expand on that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, sure. So my advocacy is quality education because as an economist, I was doing research for the University of New South Wales, and I was working with lecturers in publishing economic papers about economic development. And we really saw that the greatest tool to be able to break intergenerational poverty really was education. It wasn't quotas or, you know, grants or anything else. It was really about education, because that really helps empower people to, you know, give themselves a job and also help their families, but also future generations. And that's why I made it my mission to be able to found something called the Dela Cruz Foundation, where we raise funds to be able to help vulnerable communities. So we use those funds to donate to orphanages, schools with disabilities, and also give scholarships to children who don't necessarily have that, access to quality education. And yes, my family has also been doing this ever since we were young. They were helping the May sisters and, donating books and funds to be able to sponsor some children's education. And I really wholeheartedly believe in that. And, I hope to really help make an impact and empower other people, help the world become a better place by uplifting as many people that I can help. So that's my advocacy. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, my last question, follow up to that one would be, since your SDG is number 4, quality education, and internationally there are places or countries with systemic and generational poverty, which is causing their education to be disrupted or affected and lowers their literacy rate. So what is your advice or maybe your message to encourage the youth to pursue education despite all the adversities and challenges?
Yes, so amazing question, I actually deliver talks, inspirational talks to many different students in school as part of my advocacy to help inspire them. And some different countries do have those systemic barriers to, empowering themselves in their literacy rates. So I really do my best to visit schools and to raise awareness about, chasing your dreams and that really anything is possible. Because for children, I remember I just recently visited my primary school, they all have dreams. Every single one of us has a dream and what we want to be when we're older. But, just by giving them the necessary tools to be able to learn. So, as I said, the donations that we give to learning supplies specifically to underprivileged children facing those systemic barriers towards their education, we really help them to be able to realize their own full potentials and to just believe in themselves. And my message also to governments and is to really focus on education within their policies, as education is so important to not only helping empower students themselves, but these children will later on grow to become future leaders of the economy and improve the economic state of the country. They will help promote and add to the economic activity of every nation. So education is so important for all students, for all parents, communities, governments, and future generations. Thank you.
Thank you, Bella and Dela.
Thank you so much. Hi, I'm good. How are you?
I have a very light question for you.
Yes.
Who is your favorite Miss International winner?
Yes, thank you for that question. So one of my very favorite Miss International queens I actually had the honor to meet in real life is Dela Cruz. So what happened was, the story is I was training with my trainer and then we came to go eat for lunch. And then little did I know, sitting beside me on that table was Dela Santiago herself, the queen, who was celebrating her birthday lunch. And she was able to give me, words of advice and inspiration. And that was during my Miss Universe Philippines journey, where she really helped, talk to me and inspire me that really anything is possible. And that's what I want to be to future girls also and young girls. All they need is that one person to believe and push themselves to know that anything is really possible. And she's also a survivor of an illness as well. So it really goes to show that she can overcome anything through mindset. So she's such an amazing example of being a strong and independent woman. And she really helped inspire me, and I also hope to help inspire other young girls to chase and believe in their dreams. Thank you.
Hi, Sherman here.
Hi.
My question is, may group chat na ba kayo ng mga candidates?
Group chat?
Have you ever talked to?
Oh, yes. Okay, so when I first won, actually, Myrna was able to add me to the group chat of all the queens, and we've been talking every single day about, preparations, also with Steven, the national director there, and they're just really helping us prepare our best self. It's such an amazingly organized pageant where they really make sure that you are ready in any aspect, your clothes, what you need to bring, what you need to do, and all the girls there are so supportive. As you know, Philippines has been facing typhoons recently, and everyone's been giving their wholehearted support and prayers for each other in every single country. So I'm so excited to meet all the girls. They're all so kind, beautiful, and already supportive. And I really can't wait to take that group photo when we first land next week on November 12th. Yeah.
Speaking of your clothes, I want to talk about your national costume.
Sure.
Can you give us a hint?
Yeah, so we will be having a national costume competition. To give you a little hint about it, it is definitely Australian inspired, and it's something close to my heart. If you know my birthday or what sign I am, you'll have a clue as to what my national costume will be, but it's something very important and very close to my heart. Because our Australia is one of the most beautiful countries, blessed with natural wonders, like the beaches, the forests, and we'll be focusing specifically on one of those and the issues that they've been facing and preserving that. And it's very, very important, and it's something that I will definitely be sharing with you and post with you once it's all shared online. So that's a little bit of a hint.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Bella. I just want to ask, how do you manage expectation and stay motivated under pressure representing Australia in Miss International?
Yeah, so how I manage expectations, really, I understand the responsibility that I have to be able to represent my country and my nation to the best of my ability. Because, our country, Australia, is so beautiful with over 260 ethnicities and 24 million people. But, a way that I help manage expectations is I really just like to stay grounded in who I am. I remember why I joined, my advocacy. So, I'm really doing this for the people that are supporting me and that I want to support. So education, all those children in the orphanages, they all have a story that I want to be able to bring justice to. So I really just always take a step back and remember why I joined, and remember that I'm not doing this journey alone, but I have the support of my entire family, communities, and friends, and also all of you pageant voters also. So yes, that's how I manage expectations, just by staying grounded and talking with my family and remembering my purpose. Thank you.
Another question is, how has your style, personal style, and outlook evolved since your journey in pageantry began?
Yes, that's a great question. So, as you all know, I first joined where I all met you in Miss Universe, and that style was, very different to going on to Miss International. So over there in Miss Universe was very bold, very strong. But here in Miss International, I believe that it actually really suits me, who I am, because that's how I used to dress before, which is, very clean, very elegant, very cleanly, and beautiful, modest, all of these pastel colors, which I really believe suits me. And this is how I used to dress before and back home also. So my style has evolved, and I really believe that I'm becoming and representing more of who I am. And I can't wait to show you all my outfit of the days in Japan. We'll be there from November 12th to 27th. I'll be posting every day. Keep an eye out for my outfits of the days. So yeah, thank you. Hi John. Hi John.
Okay, so your path was redirected September when you won Miss International Australia. Any self-realization right after that moment?
Yes. As you said, after I won, I really believe in redirection. I believe that God will always help guide you to wherever you need to be in life, even though you don't know or don't notice. You should always believe in His greater plan for you. And I think the greatest realization that I had was, don't get stressed on small things. You know, there's such a big plan out there for you, and you know, your God's plan is always greater than your own plan. And I was always, you know, overthinking sometimes, but I really understood that, you know, I should always just stay true to myself, who I am, and I know that with God's grace and everyone's support, it will help guide me to where I need to be, and that's right in front of you all here today and soon in Japan on November 27th. Thank you.
Then, kailan ang alis mo sa Japan?
Yes, so I'll be leaving for Japan next week on November 12th, and that will be day 0 where we meet all of the candidates and arrive in Japan. So next week.
Is it okay na sabihin ko sa yung mga designs?
Yes.
Will comprise
My designs are inspired Filipino Australian, and one of my designers will be 𝐐𝐮𝐞𝐜𝐿𝐫𝐞𝐝, who also designed and was a designer of Jessica Lange's Miss Australia Earth pageant's dress and national costume also. So both of my designs will be by him. He really understands the Australian culture and values through and through, and we really work together to be able to help brainstorm and encompass that and hope it will be reflected and represented in my gowns and my national costumes. And it really is who I am and who I stand for, and I can't wait to show all of you that on stage soon on November 27th.
Hello, Bella.
Hi.
Alright, so how does it feel that you're competing with your Miss Universe Philippines sister, Miss International Malaysia?
You know, so we both didn't actually know that we were going to do Miss International Opera. We actually called recently. And you know, I'm so relieved and I'm so happy to be able to do this journey with my fellow Miss Universe sister, Allison. And we called recently and we can't wait, you know, because we're going to see a familiar face on the journey. So I'm super excited to reunite with her again. And yeah, we're just super excited to see each other again and show that, you know, your journeys never end somewhere. God will always guide you to the path, and I can't wait to see her and meet her and bond with her again. So proud Filipino Australian and proud Malaysian Filipino over there representing.
Alright, so what lesson have you learned from your Miss Universe Philippines journey that can help here in this international?
Yes, so as you all know, competing in Philippines is probably one of the most challenging places, because you know it's one of the top countries to be able to compete here in pageantry. And one thing that it really taught me was perseverance, never to give up. You know, no matter how hard the journey gets, it's really just a testament to yourself and your mental strength. And once you believe in yourself, once you overcome those barriers, you realize, you know, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Whatever you overcome, you become an even stronger person. So what it really taught me was the perseverance to continue to do anything that you put your mind to, because you know the only limit is yourself. And once you do that, you open up the pathway to everything. So yeah, that's one thing I learned.
Okay, that's enough.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Bella.
Hi.
I'm so support this card library. There are so many beauty pageants nowadays. Why do you believe that pageants are still relevant in our society?
That's a very beautiful question. So pageantry, I really believe, gives women, you know, that platform to be able to share with themselves and the world their advocacy. So something as big as Miss International, you know, part of the Big Four pageants, established in 1960, really helps celebrate women's voices and helps empower them and provides them to be a role model, not only for themselves, but also for future generations of women to believe in themselves, their capacities and their powers, to be able to share their journeys and their advocacies to the world. So that's really why I believe it's important. It's a platform to empower young women and also to empower future generations also. Thank you.
Second question. what makes you proud that you embraces both Australian and Filipino cultures?
Yes. So as you all know, I am a very proud Filipino Australian as your Miss International Australia. And Australia is one of the most multicultural countries in the world, being the second most multicultural, over 260 ethnicities. And I'm so proud to be able to represent all of those cultures and all of those stories on stage. Me being a Filipino Australian, it's made me become uniquely who I am. You know, from my Filipino roots, I'm able to get that respect for my elders and kababayanship, and from Australia it gives me, you know, that discipline and also mateship also. So I'm so proud because both of those values have made me and shaped and molded me to become the unique person that I am today. And I really hope to be able to represent and give justice to everyone in Australia to help represent their stories, their cultures, and their purposes. And it's so rich, and I'm so honored to be representing my multicultural country. Thank you.
Thank you. That's all.
Thank you so much.
Why you should. Yung why you should not.
When you stand down and okay, for our final question.
Wait, Bella.
Bella, look at our cameras. Yeah,
Question lang. Last question na ito.
The last and most awaited question.
Yes, the very favorite. Okay, ready na guys?
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go.
Wait.
Alright. So Bella, why you should be the next Miss International?
The most awaited question of them all. So hello and good evening everyone. I'm Dela Cruz, your Miss International Australia. And I strongly believe that I should become the next Miss International because I wholeheartedly believe in the purpose of Miss International. Being able to promote cultural diplomacy, education, and peace between nations is something that I've been promoting by myself my whole life, and I really believe aligns to the advocacy of Miss International, and also promoting by trade as an economist. The Sustainable Development Goal of education, I really believe wholeheartedly that I'll be able to help make an impact among the world using this amazing platform of Miss International. And you know, I really hope to become that bridge between people, a bridge that connects hearts, minds, and cultures, because now I'm not only representing myself, but if I become Miss International, I'll be a bridge between nations and cultures. And I really hope to be able to become that, and I hope to inspire future generations of women to let them know that beauty isn't all about the glitz and the glamour, but the impact that you make on future generations and the way that you're able to help uplift people. And I wholeheartedly believe that I will give my absolute best when I become your Miss International, and hope to become a bridge that helps connect people and uplift others. Thank you so much.
Ako intro, Bella.
Right to left, Bella. Right to left.
1, 2, 3, go.
Hello everyone, I'm Dela Cruz.
Hello.
Bill.
1, 2, 3, go.
Dela Cruz, your Miss International Australia.
Perfect.
For the one more.
Oh, Australian.
okay.
Wait.
Alright,
Wait.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, go.
Dela Cruz, Australia.
Perfect.